So funny thing, I was going to shoot this video for you yesterday, the day before I thought I was flying to Medellín, Colombia. And when I went up to my mom's apartment to shoot the video, I got a message on my iPhone saying, "You need to get to the airport because your flight's leaving in 4 hours." Turns out my flight to Medellín, Colombia was for yesterday, not today. So pretend this was the pre-Colombia video. All right, here we go. Tomorrow, I'm flying to Medellín, Colombia, the same city my mom and my queer sister visited and came back raving about. They saw something I hadn't yet. And I'll be honest, it wasn't fear that kept me away, it was focus. I've been building my life around Asia for the past 16 years and loved it there. But now it's time. It's time to see what so many Pride nomads have already discovered about Colombia. And maybe, like them, I'll fall in love with it. Why now? Why Colombia? And what shifted? Well, Colombia used to be the punchline: cartels, chaos, and kidnappings. I'm told that for a while it was the world's most unsafe countries. But not anymore. Over the last decade, it's quietly become one of the fastest rising queer travel destinations on the planet. These days, Colombia has become the place I hear about over and over again. From digital nomads, queer creatives, coaches, couples, dreamers, everyone seems to be saying the same thing. You need to see it for yourself. And when I finally ran the data, I got it. On the 2025 PrideNomad Index, Colombia ranks number 21 above France, Brazil, and Mexico, not just for cost and vibe, but for real LGBTQ+ progress, marriage equality since 2016, anti-discrimination laws, gender change without psychiatric gatekeeping, a thriving queer scene in Medellín and Bogotá, and a growing reputation for being unexpectedly welcoming. Now, before we go any further, if you love content like this, hit subscribe and grab your free copy of the Pride Nomad letter at PrideNomadYT.com. Every week I share tools, tips, and strategies to help you thrive as a queer traveler in a borderless world, whether you're already nomading or just starting to dream about it. And big love to our sponsors. You'll find them linked in the description below with exclusive offers just for Pride Nomad community members. Okay, let's continue. Let's talk about the elephant in the algorithm: safety. Colombia's history is complicated, but here's the truth buried in the data. Colombia and South America has some very interesting new statistics. For example, Buenos Aires is now safer than San Diego, Cordoba safer than Chicago, and Medellín, yes, Medellín, is now statistically safer than Houston. Even Bogotá ranks better than Los Angeles. And this isn't just cherry-picked numbers. This is based on actual regional homicide data from the Americas. So when people ask, isn't Colombia dangerous? The real question might be, compared to what? Of course, no city is risk-free, but if you're smart with where you stay, how you move, and who you move with, Medellín is no longer a danger zone, it's a freedom zone, especially for queer travelers. Now, this trip is more than just getting content. It's about testing a feeling I've had for a while, that Latin America might just hold something I didn't realize what I was looking for. Colombia has this energy and this mix of color, rhythm, soul, and softness, and I want to feel that firsthand. I'll be starting in Medellín, exploring Poblado, the LGBTQ+ and expat hub, the cafes, the local queer bars, and the energy of the people. And then I'll head to Jardín, a lush little town in the mountains I can't even pronounce yet. It's not pronounced Jardín. Is it Jardín? Jardín? We'll find out together. Okay, it's really Jardín. They say it's like stepping into a painting, and I just can't wait to get there. Look, Colombia isn't just livable, it's thrivable. In Medellín, you can rent a beautiful apartment for a third of the cost of Sydney or New York. The food is terrific and inexpensive, the people warm, the queer scene loud in some places, quiet and sacred in others. And getting a residency visa is actually pretty straightforward. In fact, when you go into the country, you can click for digital nomad on the immigration paperwork. It's pretty cool. It's not perfect, no place is, but it's showing up for people like us in ways that matter. And when your dollar goes further and your spirit gets to relax, that's a combination worth exploring. So here's why this matters to us. I created the Pride Nomad Index because I believe queer travelers deserve more than just safety. You can get it free when you subscribe to the Pride Nomad letter. You deserve beauty. You deserve joy. We all do. We deserve belonging. And sometimes that shows up in the places we were taught not to trust. For years, I put Colombia on the someday list, but my mom and my sisters saw it clearly. So now I want to see it through my lens, through our lens, to ask, what does it actually feel like to walk these streets queer, free, and full of curiosity? Now, this is just part one. In the next episode, I'll take you inside my first 72 hours in Medellín, where I go, what I eat, who I meet, well, not everybody, and how it feels to land in a place that so many people told me would change me. So hit subscribe so you'll be sure to catch part 2. Remember, you can get the full PrideNomad Index when you subscribe to the PrideNomad letter, because the world is more open than we think. And if Colombia is calling you the way it's calling me, maybe it's time to say yes.